Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Teen Wolf. This is episode 10 of season 6. Hopefully guys are enjoying the series so far. This is the midway point of the final season. After today we have 10 more left and we are finished. It's going to be a good but sad day at the same time. It's going to be really interesting, and hopefully the back end of the season can live up to the exciting part of the first. So last episode ended very interesting there. It looks like we have the return of Stiles. You know, Scott, Malia and Lydia have non-stop grafted and grinded and persisted in trying to get him back, obviously from this other side. They went to the container that they put Perish in and dropped the temperature, hoping that if they put Scott in there, they can drop his heart rate enough where he can go into like a steady state where he can focus in on Stiles and his memories and hopefully bring that rift back here to the present so they can get him. Now his analogy was each of the lockers in the school corridor, every time he opened it he got a new memory. Now his was really good. The one that kind of got to him the most was the part where he went back to the Motel California episode when him and Stiles were stood there. Scott was crying, Stiles was crying, he was saying, "You're my brother." He was holding the flare. You know, it was really good, but it didn't work sadly, so it was Malia's turn next. She has got a strong connection with Stiles. He was kind of the first person she connected to when she come back from being a coyote after all those years, and her memories was in Icon House, and then it was like the first time they was kissing, and then the first time, you know, he chained her up and he was always going to be there for her. And like when he was in the episode when the whole school got infected and he had to quarantine and she was downstairs and he was hugging her and he gave her his coat and he said, "Look mate, I'll never leave you, no woman left behind, I'll always come, I'll always protect you." You know, it's really good, but sadly it didn't work for her again. So it was Lydia's time now, and she didn't get in the tank because obviously she'd probably die by going into that freezing cold state, so they decided to hypnotize her. And hers was really interesting because we went back to season 1 and 2 where Stiles was obviously really obsessed with her. You know, this is when Malia wasn't in the show. He was there at prom with Lydia telling her how much she you know, like how beautiful she looked, how she's so smart, she's going to win a Nobel Prize. She's like, "I'm not going to win a Nobel Prize, mate. You know, you don't win that for maths." And, you know, it was a bit of banter here and there, and she was just reliving all these amazing moments. She remembered the moment where he was having a panic attack and she went in and she kissed him, and she was saying that she read somewhere if somebody holds the breath, it would stop it, and it actually did work. But she said that that moment, it was when everything changed for her. Now, what does she mean by that? Well, that was the time where she started actually catching feels for Stiles, you know. Then we went back to a couple of memories of her position, you know, where she was with Stiles and she was feeling it. And, you know, and then we seen him get taken by the Ghost Riders in this season, and where Stiles told her that he loved her and she never said it back, and she was devastated by that. But I'm not going to blame her for that. It was so chaotic and everything was going on that, you know, it was a mad situation. But this one did actually work, and we heard the rift open up and he opened the door. It's a big massive white light in the tunnel and a body was walking through it. So I'm assuming that is Stiles. It's going to be exciting to see. If you guys are excited for today's episode, please smash a like, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into episode 10 of season 6 of Teen Wolf. Mate, Theo saved him, didn't he, last episode? Mad. On time. That's really good how we went to that transition. I'm buzzing that they're here now.
Stiles.
Lydia? The train will be arriving in 25 minutes.
Lydia?
Yes, Sheriff.
Give the boy some room. Oh, I found you. You need to get out of here. We'll find each other again.
What's he gonna do, mate? Did he not make it through?
Stiles?
We definitely seen somebody, didn't we?
I him right.
Oh, they didn't see him.
See anyone.
Oh, he's in his car. He did come back. So he has returned, mate. The legend has returned. So it did work then. You know, that rift did open up and he did manage to come through. But isn't it interesting how he didn't end up in the tunnel? He ended up in a different location. Well, his car, but, you know, a different location altogether. In the last episode, I was saying, oh, you know, it's a bit crap how he can get back through it. But you know what? I'll take it if it means we've got Stiles back now. Do you know what I mean? I love seeing him in the show. It makes it better. So, you know what? I'll take it.
Liam, there's something you need to
see. Scott? Scott!
What are you doing? We're gonna go find Stiles. Right now, I'm not wrong. Stiles is out there. I can feel it.
He's not going to come down there, is he? Let's be honest. He's going to go to the locations that he knows. I agree. Oh, look at this, mate. A train tracks have appeared in the hospital.
What does this mean?
It means it's working.
It's from Stiles' Jeep. It must have just left. Well, half the time he got it started with a screwdriver.
You don't want to do this. Stop.
The train is coming, boys. There's no stopping the wild hunt.
Go on, Stiles.
Bad guy, right? I didn't misread
He
that?
loves his bat, doesn't he? Mate, this ain't no time for hugging. It's time for running.
Liam, so good to see you too.
Hey, it's great to see Stiles, but
Oh, look at that from Perish, mate. That looks absolutely sick. It's good that he's back, though. He's found the school library. They're chilling, waiting for the train.
There's also a train station in the Wild Hunt. Any chance they're connected?
Listen up, everybody! We've all got to get out of here. We got to go right now. It's bad. We have to go.
Lydia, scream. Oh, here he is, mate. The big man again.
Corey?
So they've all arrived at different times? Because I would have thought these would have been with Stiles.
Mason, you always know where he is.
Except for right now.
But you find him eventually.
Do you know what I've noticed is Mason's earrings, and he's not wearing earrings now. He had earrings when he got took.
Can't believe I'm gone. A couple days, the whole place falls apart. Liam, you're fine. That doesn't feel good, you know? Buddy, love you, but we're way past that, okay? You gotta fill us in. What's going on?
How do we stop him? The train. And how do we stop that? You can't stop it, but you can divert it.
Oh, okay, they could divert it, but they can't stop it. Now, what's just reminded me there is he's just whipped out that tank, hasn't he? And did a bunch of helium tanks was stolen at the start of the season, wasn't it, for Mr. Douglas? He had to go and he had to take some of it when he went into the back of the class. Now, is that going to play a factor later on in the season? Do you know what I mean? Is it going to have some sort of point to the story? I never thought of it again up until I've just seen it there, but we dropped it in for some reason. So hopefully it could be used against him.
we can't move between worlds. But Corey can. He can exist in both worlds. Pull the Ghost Rider into our world.
But he's in there and we're out here. So the only way to save everyone now is to just divert the train.
Wait, I don't need to get taken to get into the hunt.
Okay, seems like you got an idea. Let's discuss. Where are you going?
I'll be back!
Where's he going? One's got him. Here he is again. He didn't even die.
Do you need a hand?
I'm good.
Go on, Theo, son.
The only way we were able to break through the hunt is with an emotional connection.
I'm not saying it, okay?
Well, I guess everyone dies.
Is she going to call him Dad?
Dad.
Say it like you mean it. Dad, please wake up.
Oh, interesting, mate.
17 minutes.
It has to come from somewhere.
They found the control room, didn't they?
Just give me a minute, I can find it.
They're coming.
Yo, Liam makes you laugh, man. Where did he go? Like, what's he done? What portals he ran into?
Why are we stopping? It's there.
Yeah, divert the track.
Oh, God.
He's gone again. Oh, he's gone this time. Trust, man. This is the first time Scott's been sent over. We've seen Peter there twice, Stiles there twice now. It's interesting. Imagine if he goes to see his dad and he's like, God, mate, literally all this time you go back and then you're back here just like that.
You want me to stop that? Where do you get this implausible optimism?
Definitely not from my father. We don't have time for this. We need someone to just hear us.
Finally saw the girls' locker room. It's not that different. It's kind of disappointing.
Oh, I can kick that one.
He did it.
Do you reckon they're sick of him, mate? It's the third time they've had to fight him. Oh, she's gone back. She didn't run off. Like I said, we found the control room last time and no one was in there, even though people was speaking. Whoa, look at him.
The train will be arriving in 8 minutes.
Yo, he's in a bad way, him, look. How's he just missed? Yes, Lydia. Check these two, mate. Did she kill him? Keep buzzing, mate. That was decent. The whole, like, last 20 seconds, mate.
They are all sealed shut. Wouldn't mind having a werewolf around right now to rip them off their hinges.
Yes, Chris. I love how he don't back down from a fight. He just keeps running. There's another one with a whip. It's a standoff. Yeah, I reckon he won, Chris, me. I don't think he's got a shot. Yes, Melissa. Yo, I'm loving these two as well.
That was so hot.
Yes, mate. Them two are sick.
Step back from the diverter, or I'll make you step back. I said step back.
Yo, there's loads of them. Look how many there are. Are they all on his side? Yo, there's so many there. They don't even have a chance of there. Not if all them are there. Oh.
I know what you've been through. I know how much you love your father, but I love him more.
Whoa, that's mad.
I'll pull it quick. It'll hurt, but Corey can heal.
Not until Sky diverts the train.
Oh, he's dying, isn't he?
Try to save everyone.
How do we save you? You of all people should know what happens to a lone wolf. He's not alone.
Yo, man, I can't believe how much this guy's like helping him
Not a
out.
pack.
And Theo's not in it. But I am.
I'm not.
Yo, that was well good. That was a funny scene. Go on, Malia.
Even from the hunt, you somehow wormed your way back into his memory.
He remembers you. He can't believe in her.
That's why you have to go.
Interesting, mate. What a jump that is. Look how far she's just jumped. Oh, Scott, you do it. Yes, go on, lad. What's the next destination then? Where's it going? I've whipped Mr. Douglas now. Absolutely hit him hard.
Missed your train.
Oh, he's calling out to them.
I'll heal.
Oh, look at this. Have they all returned to the present?
Dreams, so hard to kill.
But not impossible.
Yes, no. Go on, Lydia. Teamwork is a dream work, mate. What's happening? Are they moving on? Is it new location time? Yeah, it's next destination.
Come back and kill them. Tut sie. I am your leader. Ich bin dein Anführer. Obey me. Kill them. All of them.
Riders don't bow. They have no leader.
He's not one of them. Interesting. So he is now one of them, and it seems like they've left the train, missed Beacon Hill, so to speak. It's not on time, clearly. It'd been diverted, and everybody that was in the train station, it looked like at the time that it got diverted, evaporated out of it and possibly back into Beacon Hills. That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming because the train didn't manage to come and pick them up, it missed it. That means that they're no longer going on that, so they're not riding the storm like they just said, and they're going back to Beacon Hills. So it seemed like there was different train stations as well. Do you know what I mean? So like Melissa and Chris was in one, Stiles and his dad was in one, so was Hayden and Mason, and Cora, they was in another. So it was like 3 different stations. So I wonder if all of them come back or what. I'm expecting them all to, but it's interesting. It's making me think that we're going to have a season 3A and 3B kind of vibe, where this is 6A and 6B is going to be a total different story, because I feel like this has kind of concluded itself. Nice back, look, everyone's working. They're all here. Do you reckon everyone can remember or what? Or are they just baffled? They're like, shush, mate.
Let's go.
This is the time you want the hospital to be empty, don't you?
Have you ever heard of the 9 herbs?
The 9 sacred herbs of the Saxons used to cure poison and infection. Yeah, of course.
He knows everything, Mason.
Have a great summer, everyone.
That's it? What? Feels so anticlimactic.
Well, there's the whole graduation thing.
It's mad, innit? It is anticlimactic. The bell just rings, you walk out, you're finished. I wonder if next season we see them out of school and living together like they mentioned last season.
Kind of feels like nothing's really changed.
Everything's changed. So, Liam, since you're the new alpha, I'm not an alpha. Most important thing you can remember is that Mason's always going to be the one who's there to save your ass all the time. I think you're going to need this.
I don't play baseball.
Neither do I. I leave you with this.
You sure you won't need it?
It's okay. Lydia's going to drive me down to D.C. She wants to help me move into my dorm.
I guess we're not those same kids running around the woods looking for a body.
No, we're not.
You know, you can keep the Jeep.
No, I want you to have it. They still need us.
They'll always need us.
They're like Batman, aren't they? Saving the city and no one knows.
You know that.
I need you to.
No, really, I need you, though. I lost my license in the hunt, so you have to drive.
There's a body in the woods.
Not our problem. Liked it. That was interesting. We finished the episode. Now, there is the rest of the season, isn't there? Yeah, there is. So there is 10 episodes left, but it feels like that's the end, done and dusted. Do you know what I mean? They set it up with... They kind of set it up as if the last 10 episodes, Scott and Malia, you know, Lydia and Stiles are not going to be in it, and it's just going to be rocking with Hayden, Liam and Mason. Now, I wouldn't have any problem with that if that was how kind of like the story... If it was moving into more seasons, do you know what I mean? Like, you drop a bit of the cast and integrate others like we have slowly done, mate. Mason is the Stiles of Liam's pack, even though Liam's not an alpha, like he said, because he'd have to kill one. But he is, mate. He's so valuable. He's so knowledgeable. He knew about the 9 herbs. Did you know about it? Do you know what I mean? Like, he's got Corey as well. But the next 10 episodes have to have all of the cast. It just has to. I would even love... Like I've been saying, Derek Jackson to make an appearance. The fact that Peter's made 3-4 appearances this season, loved it so far. I just love it. And I like the fact that Chris and Melissa kissed as well, mate. You know, Stiles and Lydia kissed as well. Malia, she still has to go to summer school, do you know what I mean? Like last time, she was waiting on a grade to see if she could graduate. This time, she has to go. She has to do it, otherwise she can't graduate. So it's interesting. I'm enjoying it. Everybody's back in Beacon Hills now. I'm assuming that it is what I was saying, 6A, 6B. Maybe not. Who knows? I am definitely very intrigued to watch the next episode. Like, I feel like I might even watch that today, just so I can get in my head knowing that the story's either changed for the back end of the season, or we're getting a new vibe to the show. We might get new locations, new places, new cities. Do you know what I mean? New feel, new vibe, and it'd be interesting. But you know, it's a good episode. Definitely mid-season finale. Has to be. And, you know, Mr. Douglas, mate, he's part of the Wild Hunt now. They managed to deter the train, send it a different location, and then he's been taken and rode the storm with them. So I enjoyed it. It was good. And I can't wait, obviously, for episode 11, mate, just so I can understand what the back end of the season is going to be like. Okay, now it's going to wrap up episode 10 of season 6 of Team Up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It seems to be the first half of the season. Very exciting, very interesting. The Wild Hunt seems to have disappeared now. You know, we had everybody on the other side. Stiles did return last episode, but not in the tunnel in front of Lydia. He turned in his Jeep, and obviously he found Scott in the middle of a scrap with Mr. Douglas and Parrish. And it was really interesting that we used, like, the hydrogen to spray it onto Parrish to bring it back into the reality. And he was saying that the train is coming straight through Beacon Hills and it's going to pick up every other single person that they've obviously captured that they've not took yet, because there's a lot of them. Now, obviously, the main goal for this episode was to pull that lever to deter the train from going through Beacon Hills and send it to a location. Now, what's interesting, again, is he went to the train tracks and you end up having a big scrap. Now, I enjoy a good fight, and, you know, this episode was really decent. Who would have thought, coming into the season, that Peter and Theo would be on a redemption arc, mate. Honestly, like pretty much the last time we seen Peter was trying to kill Scott. You know what I mean? When we had the Berserkers, they had a massive fight, didn't they? Scott was being kind of like possessed as a Berserker himself by Kate. He was there, he was trying to kill him. That was the last time Derek was in the show as well. And then obviously he got took to Eichenhaus and we'd lost him, so to speak. And then boom, mate, he's returned here. And all he's done is good. Let's be honest, all he's done is good. After doing so much of the bad stuff, so much of trying to steal the Alpha status, he has just done everything to help Malia this season. That is 3 single different times that he's actually fought the Wild Hunt, the Ghost Riders, to protect her. And he's been sent back there as well a few times, but he's on the winning side now. Same with Theo as well. You know, last season, doing all he can to kind of steal the powers off everybody, tried to take down the beast. He wanted the powers for himself. He got sent back into the ground with his sister, and he's been reliving his like death day over and over again. And pretty much, obviously, he's returned. Kind of sketchy here and there in certain situations. You think that he's going to be a bad guy. That's how they play him off. And then boom, mate, he swung it round and he's helped everybody. He's helped save the day a few times as well. I'm not the type of person to say I dislike that character, and I'm always going to dislike it if you do something decent. I'll call it out, you know. I don't judge him by the then, I judge him by the now. And right now, he's helped the squad, and it's really decent, yeah. He was saying, I've got a pack. Malia was like, I'm part of the pack, he's not. And then obviously Peter popped round, he's like, yeah, I'm not part of the pack either, but I'm here to fight. And then, like I said, they had a good scrap, all of them fighting. Then obviously they deterred the train. The Ghost Riders was like, done, mate. I feel like because the train missed Beacon Hills, it was like, that's it, we're moving on to the next station, onto the board. They decided to walk off. Mr. Douglas wasn't having none of that. I'm your leader, I'm the captain, you're going to go there, you're going to kill them. They turned around, didn't say it, but Scott said it. No one's their leader, mate. They all ride together, they come, they take, they destroy, and boom, mate. Mr. Douglas has been turned into a rider himself. His mouth's been closed, his face is transitioned, and then he's boom, mate. He's been evaporated into the sky. And we have kind of ended this season kind of how we started last season, but ended it. So, like, last season we started with Stiles saying, we're going to graduate, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to stay here, and we want to stay in contact with each other and X, Y, and Z. And then we had the crazy season, but now this is the back end of it. At the start of that season, they was starting senior year. At the end of this season, well, mid-season finale, they've graduated. And it is anticlimactic, like they said. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's your final day of school, and you literally just sit in the class, the bell rings, you walk out the door, that's it, done and dusted. Not a pupil anymore, not a student, don't have to come back. Open in the big world. Now, what's interesting is, no matter how much being in the world and graduating is fun, school's so much better. Like, I'm not even joking, mate. Just because, like, I'm a person now who's graduated, got a house and a car and a job and friends and family, and could do all this stuff, I would much rather be back in school. I would. People have bad times, but school is the best time of your life. You're consistently around your friends. Or you think it's terrible that you have to go to classes. You have like 6 weeks off in the holidays. You get Christmas, Easter. You know, you have all this time. You're only there for like 5-6 hours a day. And you're just bonding with your mates. Now you got to get up early, drive to work, graft, pay bills, all this stuff. It's just crap. So they've got the whole crazy life ahead of them, and I can't wait to see how they react going into college after school. And literally it's going to be interesting in the back end, so I can't wait to find out. Hopefully you guys are excited for the back end of the season. If you are, please smash a like on today's video, it really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.